So Splatoon is not going to have voice chat enabled on it, and I agree with this 100%. Now let me explain my reasoning. First off, I'd like to also say that I would have been 100% okay with an optional voice chat, which means when you play the game, you don't have to mute everyone in the room when you play the game. I cannot stand the fact that when I used to get on Call of Duty on the 360, I would have to mute people in the rooms just to play my game without having to hear their annoying voices, screaming, yelling, cussing, things like that. I'm a very, very mature person. I'm very hardcore. I like to swear a lot. I have drank in the past. I partied. I'm a war veteran. It's not as if these things bother me on a more personal level. It's just the fact that when I play a video game, I don't want to hear someone else moaning and whining that I killed them. Wah, wah. Too bad for you. You know, you should be mature enough to unplug your mic and not be cussing me out over that. So, the thing is that Splatoon is going to be going on a more family-friendly console. And the reason I say that is that the Wii U has a stigma for being the family-friendly console. So, of course, they're probably going to not enable voice chat due to the fact that so many people get on voice chat and act a fool. It's the fact that you're anonymous on the internet and no one has any type of accountability. I've always come up with the idea and thought, look, I would just rather have IP addresses, and whenever someone gets reported for something, if there's evidential stuff to support that report, like, hey, this person's a child molester, they sent me a message saying they possess child porn, then Microsoft, Sony, or Nintendo can get their IP address, forward it to the FBI, and then the FBI goes ahead, knocks on their door, and sees if it's true or not. I think that would be a way better solution than to what we have today. I think a lot of people get away with murder on these online services because there's no checks and balances thing. Yes, there's the report system, and yes, it does work. If you guys want a good laugh, go and look at the Xbox forum and type in why I was banned, or just, the word banned in Xbox forums, and go look at how many people post on a daily basis about how they were unfairly banned, and see the replies. Most of the time it's racial slurs and unnecessary swearing and things like that. It's so stupid, man. You get your account banned because you're going into lobbies swearing at people and using racial slurs against them. Good on you. Maybe you won't be one of those who gets caught, but eventually people do get caught. So, yeah, those systems are in place, but I can understand why the developers of Splatoon didn't want voice chat enabled, because the ESRB does not rate it. Online interactions are not rated for the ESRB, and that's a real shame. That is a real shame. So, I would take a bit of an issue with putting my daughter on Splatoon and having her talk to friends to be talking to some 30-year-old who lives in his mother's basement, swearing it up and taking the game way too seriously because of his life's choices. Or I would take a bit of an issue to some 18-year-olds, trying to talk about being child molesters in front of her. It's a little bit of an issue. I understand. I advocate for freedom. I support choices that limit freedom within a very rare margin, and this would be one of those chances. It's not as if voice chat was available and they removed it. It's not available, period. It's not that they put it out there for people and then pulled it away and said, no, you're bad boys. They didn't restrict the freedom, they just never allowed it as a choice in the first place. So I'm not taking much of an issue with that. And as I stated before in the beginning of the video, as long as, there was some way that you could plug your mic in and that would enable voice chat, but it was continuously disabled until you did that, that would have been great. Perfect, in fact. So that I didn't have to listen to all the voices, the squeakers, the hateful comments that come out of people's mouths while I'm just playing a video game. It would have been nice. I'm no SJW. Please, never ever refer to me as one. That's just silly. But the fact of the matter is, the online communities are absolute shit. And it's up to us to keep them from falling into a cesspool of garbage. But it seems we've fallen behind on the times, and they've already been taken over. So unless you're geared up and ready to go online and getting the report button ready for every 5 encounters you meet online whenever somebody bothers you, I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. And while I feel a specific way, many people don't share those feelings. Many people feel like they can cut loose online and swear at anyone they feel like over the mic. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave you with this news. Leave a comment in the section below if you feel like this was a positive or negative thing. Let me know your opinion on the subject matter. I feel freedom should always win, and you should always be given a choice. But I also know that many companies, they just don't have any way to do that, to make it so that the voice does not project out on your TV. I know that Destiny has 2 separate chatting types, to where you can be in no room with no voices whatsoever, or you can be in the public room with everyone's voice. But you have to switch it yourself every single time, and that's a little bit annoying at times, and many people don't ever go into the public room due to that fact. So thanks for watching, leave your comments in the section below, and I'll see you next time.
And now, the important decision of joining the Maverick Rebellion. We are a tight group of individuals who rebel against stereotypes and greater evils that are commonly accepted. ISPs, children being conned out of games, sexism in video games, enough is enough, and the Mavericks have had it. If you choose to subscribe, or stay subscribed, you are joining the fight against injustice by watching my numerous video topics. From net neutrality to publishers covering up botched releases, the Mavericks are always informed on the issues plaguing your gaming experience today. So don't be left out in the cold, and don't let those people keep you down. Join the Maverick Rebellion today and become a member of the community that will listen and engage with you. What are you waiting for? Just click subscribe and you'll be in good company. Mavericks unite!